So there were two bariatric surgeons at the San Diego Department of Preventive Medicine's weight loss clinic who were doing weight loss, surgeries and plans for clients. And they looked at their database and they noticed that the clients most likely to drop out of their program were the clients who had the best performance, which is exactly the opposite of what you'd expect, right? You'd think that the people that lost the most weight would be the most likely to buy in and stay in treatment.
Yeah.
Those people were actually the most likely to drop out. So these two surgeons contact that group of people and they're like, what happened? You guys had the best results and you didn't stay in. Of that population, 98% endured at least one, but 72% more than one adverse experience in childhood. So here's what they discovered. Let's say there's a 10-year-old who's brutally bullied at school, and he can't wait for the end of the day bell to ring. And it rings, and he gets on the bus, and he gets home. And let's say both his parents work, so he's home by himself. And he feels what every 10-year-old would feel in that moment. He's hungry, right?
Yeah, sure.
So he goes to the cupboard, he opens it up, and he finds one of Trent's favorite indulgences, a box of honey buns, right?
Yeah, okay.
And so he pulls one out, he unwraps it, and he eats it. And in that moment, he gets the expected primary benefit of satisfaction of his hunger. But remember, he's been bullied all day, and so he's hurting emotionally.
Yeah.
And when his body processes the simple sugar in that honey bun, and it crosses his blood-brain barrier, it releases chemicals like serotonin and dopamine, which have a more powerful, unexpected secondary benefit of easing his emotional pain. So he doesn't eat one honey bun.
Yeah.
He plows through the whole
Yeah.
box, not because he's that hungry, but because he's hurting.
Feels good. Yeah.
That's exactly right. So he goes to school the next day. Those mean bullies say those same mean things, and he feels the familiar pain start to creep up in his spirit. But this day, something unexpected happens. All of a sudden, he feels the pang of hunger, and he can taste something in his mouth. It's a honey bun. Because his brain learned the day before that a way to ease that emotional pain that he felt was to eat a honey bun. And so what these surgeons realized is that the people they were treating didn't actually have a weight problem or a behavior problem with consuming too much food. They had an underlying pain problem, like you referenced, Randy.
Yeah, interesting.
And when they started treating the underlying pain, guess what happened to the body weight of the people they were treating? Spontaneously improved. Wow. That's exactly right. So we see that same pattern replicated in almost every domain of mental health. When we manage the underlying issue, the symptoms begin to subside. And I'd like to suggest to you guys today that the way to resolve those underlying issues is through the power of our Lord Jesus Christ by the Holy Spirit.